Today is National Tradesmen Day. It's a day to recognize the hardworking men and women who keep our communities running, from welding and plumbing to electrical work and more industries that are looking to hire. With a growing demand for skilled trade workers, there's never been a better time to start a new career or maybe even make a switch. The high-tech Texan Michael Garfield knows the importance of being hands-on. He's live at the Tulsa Welding School and Technology Center in Houston, and he's there with campus president John Willis. Good morning, Michael.
Good morning, Deborah. I'll tell you what, did you like my impression of Flashdance? That was my best Jennifer Beals as I was trying to weld something over here. A few more, I don't know, maybe a few more hours and I'm going to get certified over here. We are on the north side of town, near the Greenspoint area at this wonderful facility. It is the Tulsa Welding School and Technology Center, very apropos, and I appreciate you having me. John Willis, you are the president here, and I have been here for at least an hour and a half walking around. This facility is amazing, but let's start out with today. Happy National Tradesmen Day. What is Tradesmen Day?
So we're excited, right? It's National Tradesmen's Day. I started in 2011, and that's really designed to recognize the important role skilled trades plays in our society. You know, really is the foundation of what we do. Every building you see, every light you turn on, every time you turn on the AC and it cools you down, you feel better. That's because a skilled tradesperson had a hand in building that.
And listen, every day is a national day or something. How long has this Tradesman Day been around?
Since 2011, so 14 years, and we're excited to celebrate it every year. You know, these are the future tradesmen that you're going to see in our building that come through class every day.
Well, I've met a lot of the students here. In the program, I believe it goes for about 7 months or so before they get their certificate. But what exactly goes along here? Because I want you to give us a little tour, because it really does look like something out of, Pittsburgh. We're welding all the time.
So we have several programs here. You know, obviously Tulsa Welding, our primary program that we started originally was our welding program, but we also have an HVAC program, we have an electrician program, and we have an industrial maintenance program. We have 318 welding booths. We run 7 days a week, morning, afternoon, evening. We even have a weekend program for our students. And this is a typical class here. They're welding on 5-inch pipe, doing TIG welding, and this is what we do. We have our students weld, but we always have a demo so they can see hands-on what it's supposed to look like from our instructor before they get in the booth themselves and try it out.
Now, when it comes to welding, listen, in certification, if you will, or at least to have the degree in that, it could be done for so many things. I'm thinking, you talk about building buildings, you could talk about Department of Defense, you could talk about submarines. There's a lot of places in operations and jobs that are out there.
Yeah, it's a high demand job and the industries are endless. Obviously, we're on the Gulf Coast. Oil and gas is still king, and so there's lots of opportunities there on the pipeline and the refineries. A lot of students want to work in that area. But like you said, one of our really stronger employers recently is SpaceX. We have several students who've relocated down to SpaceX in the Valley to work on rocket ships. So lots of opportunities for welders.
Well, this is something that you definitely need a high-level skill in, and I mentioned about 7 months or so, and that's just to get that certificate. At some point, do you help job placement? There are a lot of jobs out there, right?
Right, so part of our program is we're going to train you, but we're also going to assist you in job opportunities. So we have a career services department that works with us. They work with employers, they bring them on site, we do job fairs, and we also do testing here for our students when they're looking for that first job.
That sounds great. John Willis here. We're talking here at the Tulsa School of Welding, and it really is just a fun workshop here. It's not just about welding. This is called the Technology Center, and you talked about HVAC and a number of other things that you do teach here.
Yeah, so we are, like I said, Tulsa Welding and Technology Center. Our mission, our primary focus is to find skilled trades that are in high demand and then offer that opportunity to students. So we have 4 primary programs here. We have our welding program, we have our HVAC program, we have our electrical program, and we have our industrial maintenance program, and we've just started actually an associate's program for students who want to get into welding inspection and quality management.
All right, now I'm really wondering, because I know this TV thing ain't going to work out for me, so I'm thinking about getting in there. Who should consider skilled trade centers like this?
Really anybody. We have students who just graduated high school just a few months ago who come into us who may have done that in school, maybe had a welding class or two. We have a lot of career changers, found out being behind a desk is not for them. They want to do something different. And we just have people who are looking for a career. A lot of people just kind of have like a dead-end job and they want something that's marketable. This is for someone who doesn't want to sit behind a desk, wants to be hands-on, wants to be active, and most importantly, have a skill that is high demand where they can find employment.
Now, listen, I cover the technology area, and I like a lot of the neat things that are going on. This is really hands-on right now. You have to be in class. You were showing me just before we went on the air a virtual operating type of system where people can actually do it at home. Tell us quickly about this.
So, what necessity is the mother of invention? So in 2020, COVID hit. We were figuring out how do we train our welders and give them the most time that they can do without always having to be on site. So we developed what we call OcuWeld. OcuWeld is a proprietary software that you use through a VR headset, the Oculus headset, where our students have their own virtual VR welding booth that they can do at home, and they can practice as much as they want. In fact, all of our programs have a VR component, and all of our programs actually are taught in a hybrid format. They do certain days on campus and one day online.
Well, I mean, that is the advancement of technology. You've been in this industry a long time. That technology did not exist a long time ago. And do you find it as a really big help for students over here to do it hands-on, not only in the shop, but also at home?
Yeah, I think so. I think what students really want to do is they want to practice. And welding specifically, I tell them, the only way you get better at welding is to weld. You can't think about it. And so obviously students are here a lot during the day, but having that time at home to practice, to slow down, the headset actually tells you, speed up, slow down, your angle's wrong. So it's not just practicing, it's instruction as you're doing it.
Well, it is amazing out here. I don't know what they're building, but you know what? They're going to have a much better job than I do right now. But anyway, I'm learning right now. Listen, if you want to learn more, John, I want you to go to Tulsa Welding School and their courses. They offer an open house you're having next Saturday, I believe. It's Saturday the 27th between 9 a.m. and 1 p.m. We're here at 243 Greens Road, and really is a great opportunity to meet instructors and tour this campus and see hands-on. The website is tws.edu. Is that correct?
That's correct. And we're excited to have our open house next Saturday. Come on down. We'll do demos. We'll have a job fair going on so you can see what kind of employers hire our graduates, and you'll get a full taste of what happens at Tulsa Welding School and Technology Center.
Well, this is good. Thank you for your time. Congrats to these guys. I'm going to put that helmet on, and Deb, I'm going to do my best. Jennifer Beals, do some welding over here. What a feeling!
Yeah,
Back
first
to you.
when there's nothing but a slow glowing dream, you can turn it into reality at Tulsa Welding School. If you do it, Michael, I want you to put the outfit on.
I want that water
You
chair
gotta
right
put
now.
the whole outfit on. All right, thank you very much.